Hey guys, good morning. It's Monday morning, and I wanted to make a video and tell y'all about what happened on Sunday yesterday. Like, I made a video and I'll post it, and it's like an hour and a half long video where I tell everybody, don't bang on any walls or like yell or you know, go confront your neighbors or things like that. And then I went home and I tried to watch movies and they were microwaving me really bad. Like, it was really, really painful. And so I did actually went to the sidewall, but I was in my house. And I started banging on the wall and saying, "Stop it, you Nazi F, stop, attacking me. Please just stop." I was banging on the wall, kicking it, because the microwaves really hurt. Like the electromagnetic frequencies really, really hurt, and it's just like I get angry, and I'm trying not to do that. And now, I'll tell you why I have to stay silent. I can talk at a normal voice level if I want to say something to my attackers, but it's not going to do any good. The guy has no conscience. Was in my house, and somebody, I think it's him, who called the police, told them I had a knife. Like, I was in my house, though, so nobody could see me. I have no knife. I have no weapons in my house. So I hear banging on my door, and I walk out, and I have two police officers pointing loaded guns, loaded pistols that had no safeties on. And the one guy is saying, "Where's the knife? Where's the knife? Where's the knife?" And he keeps saying it. And I was like, "I don't have any weapons. I have no knives. I'm not, I was in the house kicking the wall, but I wasn't like running around the neighborhood. I had no knife. I wasn't, yelling outside at all. So like, I didn't think anybody could really hear me except the guy surveilling me. But I guess, the cops were like, "Well, your neighbor said that they could hear it. They could hear you banging, and it was like basically shaking the house and all that." But I had two cops, and they had weapons pulled on me. Thank the Lord, they cuffed me, and then it was like four cops, and they went inside my house. They were like, "Can we go inside you?" They read me my rights, and I thought they were going to just haul me off to jail. I thought I was done. And then the guy would microwave me in the jail. They throw me in the psychiatric unit again. It's not funny. But so I had four cops, and then there were three cops here questioning me, and they asked to go in the house, and I was like, "Yeah, go in the house." They were like, "Are we gonna find chemical weapons? Are we gonna find bombs?" They were like treating me like a terrorist. And I was cuffed, and it was like hard on my hands, and like they were like, they pulled up my shirt and they saw my Q-Wave stuff, and they were like, "What are these?" Like they were weapons or something. And I was like, "This is Q-Wave stuff to stop EMF, people that are allergic to it and whatnot." And so like then they had, I think, a more I don't know if he was a higher level officer, an elderly African American officer. I think he was more elderly, not elderly, but in a higher position, higher rank. And so it was four policemen, and they were all in my house looking at the aluminum fortress and the walls painted with aluminum. And I was like, dude, they're gonna cart me off, like, because one of them was like really. Like, he was like, "Don't look at me, but, just put your hands behind," he's really kind of, bullying me a little bit, but, they're scared of me, because one of my neighbors, I'm pretty sure it's the guy who's doing this to me, he said I had a knife, like, and I wasn't even outside. There's nobody who could have seen me even if I had a knife, and I didn't have a knife. I don't own it. I own a pocket knife that my brother gave me one Christmas, and I never use it for anything. Didn't have a knife at all, but somebody called the police and told them I had a knife, because they were like, "Where's the knife? Where's the knife? Where's the knife?" But anyway, so I digress. So I had four policemen, in my house looking at all the craziness that I've put up, and the one guy that was kind of, he was like, "Yeah, the aliens hitting you with space rays," and he was like, it looks crazy in there. And like, before he even went in, before they even opened the house or whatever, the guy that was kind of a bully, he had sunglasses on and everything, he was like, you take medication, right? You take medication, right? And he didn't even know the situation. It's like, I don't know. Like, I hope these guys weren't complicit. And it seems like a lot of them weren't, but they were very, like, it was a very dangerous situation. They had, loaded weapons drawn on me. They were about to shoot me. Like, they were about to shoot me when I came out of my door. Because you have your hands free and stuff like that, and you've got to get there telling you to do, put your hands behind your back or whatever, or dance around in a circle. Like, you got to do exactly what they say, because hands free and just being like, I'm not doing anything, like, you can get shot or whatever. And the weird thing is, they were pointing their guns, and if they would have shot me, they would have shot through to my neighbor's house who's doing this to me. And like, I think his kids were there and stuff like that. So I don't know why anybody would tell them I had a knife and make it more dangerous, because they had loaded weapons on me. If somebody said I was beating on the walls and creating a ruckus or whatever, but didn't say anything about weapons, they would have questioned me, they wouldn't have had drawn weapons. They would have, So somebody's really making this dangerous, somebody involved in it. I'm getting out of the neighborhood, I've told y'all that. Like, it's too escalated. And the guy doesn't have a line that he won't cross, because he's in his house, he's protected. Nobody's going to believe me, even if I get, like, proof or whatever. Like, and I've told y'all this, I'm getting out of here. It's too dangerous. Like, kids in the neighborhood are in danger, not from me. Like, nobody's in danger from me. I'm not going to do anything. They're microwaving me. The worst thing that I did, which I can't stop myself, because I think that because he's surveilling me when I go to the bathroom and everything like that. So I'll kick a wall and I'll say, stop it, you Nazi F, stop killing me, you're a murderer. And like, I'll scream, I'll say, stop it, And I don't really think people, like, I don't know, I guess they can hear it. I guess I scream so loud, it's gotten so escalated, and I'm like screaming for my life. It's all I can do is use my words and like my screaming to try and get him to stop or feel human or anything like that. But that's not going to happen, That's what he wants. He wanted me to scream, call the cops, and lied about me having a weapon when I wasn't outside. There was nobody to see me, even if I did have a weapon. So somebody told them that I had a weapon to escalate it with the police, so they had drawn weapons on me. I mean, he could call them right now, like I'm in my driveway, in my car. I could go in my house, like he could call and be like, I'm just a concerned citizen, and this guy has a knife in his house and he's yelling again. And the cops could show up with loaded, drawn weapons on me just this morning. So, like, I'm going to get out of here. It's way too escalated. It's dangerous. I'm not doing anything to escalate this. This guy is, like, shooting me with microwave radiation, with electromagnetic frequencies in my sleep. Like, I'm trying, like, I've built up so much aluminum, and it does help. I put copper in there, and it helps a little bit, but it's it's military grade, microwave frequencies that he can just turn up. I can make defenses. My plates really work really good, but he can just turn it up. It's very sophisticated stuff, I guess. And he's just in his house. Oh, and the funny thing about it all is, like, the cops were questioning me about it, and I completely lied about it. Like, I knew that, and I'm like a very smart individual, and I've been through this for years. And if I would have said, my neighbor's microwaving me, like, he has military, like, remote stuff that he can hit me with electromagnetic frequencies, they would have thrown me in jail. They would have thrown me in jail, or they would have thrown me in the psychiatric ward. Because it's happened before, where I've tried to explain it to, like, the inspector general and the coroner, just like my neighbors harassing me, high-pitched sound emitters, and they threw me in the psychiatric ward. And I wasn't even making it sound complicated. And it's a scary thing, because I'm nonviolent, I don't own weapons, I'm peaceful, defenseless. And this guy, he's escalated this war. I guess it's a war for him against one person. I drive out and I see all the one light vehicles in the street, and probably a lot of these people think I'm dangerous. You know, if he can get me yelling, then he can probably convince people. You know, he cycles it out, and he's like, well, this guy's yelling. We have to do this. We have to microwave him with these weapons. So he tells people that, and then he tells people, you know, the people that he needs to tell that he's not doing anything. I'm just a concerned citizen. Like, he literally the cops, I know it's him because of the way the cops present it who called. They were like, you know, your neighbors are just concerned. They're just concerned, and, you know, and the fact that they said that I had a knife, I know it was him. Because I can just, he would say he's concerned and stuff like, it's a script for him. Like, he's a really bad guy. Like, he's really destroying my life on a level where, like, I could be hurt in my home now. Like, I could be hurt by police who he's lying to with drawn weapons. And his kids could be hurt by this police shooting in the neighborhood. Like, last night I was in my house, and I just, like, not yelling or anything, because I'm done with that. Like, I want to, because the microwaves hurt so bad, and you want to just kick a wall. Like, and it's been so long, it's been years of torture and murder in my sleep, and I guess I am. I mean, I'm out of sorts. Like, my physical body is tired of this. My spirit's still strong, but last night, like I just said, all right, man, it's too escalated. You know, kids are in danger, not from me, but from these police with drawn weapons. I said, I throw up the white flag. I'm getting out of this house as soon as possible. You win. Like, you win. Like, I was like, what do I have to say to get you to stop? Like, I honestly was just talking, because he's just watching all the time. He's got people, you know, they're shooting microwave weapons in my house. Like, I went and took a bath, and just, they burned my back to where it felt like the microwaves were drilling through my chest and my lungs. And it's to a point where it's so deadly and dark. And I was just like, it's over, man. You win. You win this military victory. And then, right after that, like, I was just like, I went in and watched movies in my little fortress, and he just kept shooting me. Kept the microwave hearing on. And, like, I'm pretty sure when I get out of this house, he's going to try and follow me. Because he has to do that. So I can't say I got out of the house and it all stopped, because he's worried about getting caught too. Which I don't know why. Even if he stopped, like, when I got out of the house, nobody would believe me. Except y'all. Except you targeted individuals who've experienced this. You understand how awful it can get, and how it's all like lies and microwaving people. But these cops, like, if I would have told them what was really going on, like, they would have been like, oh, so the Martians are hitting you with like, the guy said it. Like, the guy was set up. Like, he didn't even come inside the house yet, and he was like, you take medication, don't you? And, like, I wasn't looking crazy or anything like that. Like, it was a nutso, but thank God 4 cops came into my house with all that. It's crazy in there. I have to defend my life. Like, if I didn't do the stuff that I did in my house, which I've cleared with my mother, who owns the house, I would be dead. Like, the guy would have killed me with these military-grade microwave frequencies. I'd be dead. So it's like I had no choice. Like, even though I know it's going to look crazy to 4 policemen coming in there, wow, I mean, like, really seriously, praise God they didn't fucking throw me in the paddy wagon, and they were like, this kid, you know, one of them, if it was up to the one guy who was kind of bullying me, because he was, like, looking at me, he's like, this is crazy, you're crazy. Like, if it was up to him, you know, he probably would have thrown me in there. The more, I think the guy who had a higher rank, the African-American older officer, was looking at me, and, you know, he's like, just, you know, don't do this, you know. I don't know if these guys know about these microwave weapons, and they see this, and they connect it, and they're like, oh, let's just, you know, leave him alone, let him get out of it. Because I was like, I'm leaving. There's a huge problem in this neighborhood. You know, I was like, I thought my neighbor was harassing me, but I've agreed with my psychiatrist that he's not. Like, I had to lie. I don't like lying at all, but if I tell the truth, I'm going straight into the psychiatric unit or jail at this point. Because I've tried for years to tell the truth, to get evidence or get police but this guy, he's hiding the equipment in his house. He'll put it away. Police officers will ask him to come into a house. They did it one time, and he just put it away. he just put it away before they came in. Like, it's not rocket science what they're doing, but it is using like laws to protect citizens to keep it hidden and to trick people and hurt them. It's awful. It's an awful situation to be in. I feel for all of y'all. And like the sad fact is I have no weapons. I'm defenseless. I'm peaceful. I'm actually smart. Everything that I want in life is regular, is not bizarre, is not to hurt people, is to help cancer patients, help my family, make a family, like get married, have kids maybe. It's all regular, and this has escalated so far that I kicked the wall, and I was like, stop microwave me, you're a murderer, you're murdering me, it hurts. This stuff hurts. This stuff is not this is not us being crazy people and just feeling pain psychosomatically. This stuff is microwave stuff that hits your chest and hits your back and your head, and it burns. It burns your nerves. It's there. It's real. It's real. And like one of the lady officers was like, you don't look crazy to me. You don't. And she was really trying to figure it out. I could see it. And like, it's awesome to know. I mean, if this was like a situation filled with just women, like it wouldn't be going on at all. And that's the truth. That's a fact. That's a fact. Because it's the guys. It's all these guys that keep it going, and they're like microwaving, burning. And all I hear the women, like in every situation where I hear the V2K and it's like an accident, I'll hear them. They're like, stop. You're hurting him and you're murdering him. I'm not going to be involved in this. Stop. Just get away from him. And they really try and help me. Like this lady cop was sitting there and she was like, this is crazy, right? You need help and blah, blah, blah. And she was really concerned and really trying to figure it out. And then I was thinking, out of this horrible situation, and I'll show you the video, like I'll try and preface it and let y'all know in order, because I'm sitting there and I'm saying, don't yell, don't confront your neighbors, don't do stuff like that because you'll get in trouble, you'll look bad. And dude, I almost got shot yesterday. Like they had two police and they were freaking out. They were like, where's the knife? Where's the knife? Where's the knife? And they said it like 4 or 5 times. The guy was yelling, where's the knife? Because somebody who called them in the neighborhood, and I can't think of anybody. I mean, he's got a couple of people, like the people around me are helping him out, so maybe it was one of them. But the way that he said it's just one of your neighbors he's a concerned individual, like that makes me know it's him. But like, where's the knife? Where's the knife? Where's the knife? Where's the knife? And I was in my house kicking a wall. I didn't have any like weapons. I don't own any weapons. I own no guns. I own no microwave weapons. I own no knives. I have kitchen knives. But he did. Like, I mean, that's so dang. Can you believe that? Like, cause like somebody who's ex-military, he knows it's gonna happen. If you tell cops this guy has a weapon, this guy has a knife, cops, they're not just going to come up to your door and be like, oh, hey, there was a disturbance, why are you kicking your wall? Like, they had guns drawn ready to shoot me. And it's so serious, and it keeps getting more and more serious with me being trapped in this house, not doing anything. The biggest thing I've done is kick a wall and say, stop it, you're a murderer, stop doing this to me. Like, stop, stop. I gotta stop doing that. I mean, I can talk at ground level. It's not going to do any good for this guy. He's so far into it. There's so many people involved, and I'll just look schizophrenic because that's the way everything's set up for us in our society. Like the way mental illness is viewed, the way that people can stay in their houses comfortably and surveil now and use like basically wireless. It's basically a wireless signal that you'd get to your phone or your internet, but it's just to a military grade. And this stuff is microwave radiation, even your phone, even the wireless stuff that's working with your phone, but it's to a level that doesn't hurt us or give us cancer or burn our nerves or stuff like that. So they're just taking this technology, and just amping it up like a millionfold. They've got stuff that, shooters, microwave shooters, like I've seen them with one. And I know some cops, because I was walking down the street one day in a K9 unit sheriff's car, like was shooting me in the leg. Like, I'm sure of it. Like, 'cause I felt it, like I started to have to limp on one leg. And the guy, 'cause I was walking down, he had a tinted out car. That's usually the people who would have this stuff. They have, they have stuff. It's like their stuff is so important. And these sleek microwave shooters are cool, and people don't matter. It's not really funny. And so I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna be real quiet. I think the guy's, he's still trying to gaslight me and stuff, and like he's still doing the kind of the dressing of the people with one light, but he's hurting me so bad with the microwaves. And then yesterday, I mean, they were gonna shoot me. They were gonna shoot me. This guy, like, he's come out like looking like a concerned citizen. He's ex-military with a family, with a wife and kids. He's never gonna look like I'm this guy with aluminum all around me. And it's taken him years to kind of shuffle and shift and torture me all the time, like basically 24 hours. It's like his job. And it's taken a long time for it to escalate like this. It's a slow roll, on innocent people. And I was pondering this morning, it's a war. It's really a war on the American populace, but it's so much more evil because, I mean, this guy was using policemen. He was using policemen who wanted to do the right thing and thought somebody was dangerous. And he was lying. I mean, he knew he was lying. Like, he knew he was lying, and he wanted it. Like, if I would have gotten shot, like, a million times, he would have been like, mission done. All right, let's move on to the next person. I'm sure he will. If I do end up getting away from this, I'm sure he'll have another target, because he's done this for years. So, whoever's doing this, I don't understand it, because they're not getting dangerous people. They're causing danger, making enemies. The cops were like asking me about chemical weapons and bombs, and like I have no weapons, and I've been tortured, and these people killing me with these like frequencies for years, for like 5 years. And even on this video, I know I sound crazy. But I don't know what else to do, and I know that you target individuals know I'm not crazy, because y'all experience the same things. There are some people who leave comments that are like, dude, you're delusional, your neighbor's not doing this, and they're just trying to be nice. So it's the whole spectrum. It's people who, one of my friends, he's a great friend, but it's like now he's kind of, like he gets antsy about it because he's worried about me, and he's trying to figure it out, and he's working himself up to know how to try and fix this, just like my mom, because they're good people, and they want to fix the situation. They want to help me, and they want to see the results of helping me, because that's what people do. And I see these people, and they become a little bit frantic, and they get mad at me. Like, it's not like he really showed. My mom really gets mad at me. We'll be sitting there, and I think we'll be having a regular conversation. She's like, well, just, bye, and she'll start yelling at me, and it's not her fault. It's like she's a very good person, but she feels helpless. She's helpless, and she is going the route of, oh, I'm insane, because I've been through a lot. I've been through Crohn's disease. My parents have seen me go through surgeries and stuff, so they question my mental stability. I don't. I mean, I know this is going on. I don't know exactly all the tricks and stuff of like recording voice to skull and microwave, remote microwaving somebody, because I've never seen the stuff, face to face. I don't, I've seen one of the actual, microwave weapons that looks like a speed trap gun, so I know there are actually handheld, like sleek stuff that I don't know, I guess Raytheon builds this stuff and people can soup it up and make it do different things, can make you feel cold, or can amp it up or kind of twist the frequency. So people know about this stuff. It's just the people who know about it are trying to hide it because they use it, I guess, as population control. I don't mean like killing people as a depopulation, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's gotten so evil, and there was no situation with me. There was no situation in this house with me or this neighbor, and that's kind of a prerequisite that this guy doesn't know me. He's like, well, I don't know him, so I won't get caught or in trouble. So it doesn't make any sense. It's real violent. But, I mean, it's not like that was an eye-opener yesterday. Like, he's escalating it. It's getting darker and darker. I want to get away from it. Like, I don't feel like a coward or anything. I feel like so many people are in danger. And the only people getting stuff out of this are people who like seeing people hurt. There's no reason for me to try and battle this guy or catch him. And I hate saying that because I'm making these videos so we can get the information out. But it's going to have to be it's going to have to be bigger than that. It's going to have to, like, I would suggest when it first starts to get police out to check it out. Maybe your attacker will slip up, and say something incriminating. I would suggest doing that and going through the right channels and, like, doing it intelligently. And there's a risk involved in that. There's a risk that they will put you in a psychiatric unit, that they will the coroner will trick you into the emergency room, say you're getting help, and then you end up going to a psychiatrist. There's still that risk. So, like, when I say, like, just get away from it, try and get the big information out. We need to sign petitions. We need to talk to OSI. We need to have conference calls. We need to get together on this, and a lot of people who are being targeted need to do things. Like, right now, I'm so, like, I mean, I can try and figure things out, but I'm being microwaved, like, 24 hours a day. There are people who are involved in this who it's like a military thing. Like, they're sitting at their torture stations, and this is what they do. They either have a source of income or getting money from this. And I've heard that these are actual, like, defense departments that are testing these weapons, and there is some money to be had or some material stuff to be had. I don't know. I know it's happening. I don't know the reasons. It's very crazy, bizarre, and dark to me and to all of y'all who are being attacked. But to these people, like, you hear some of the stuff on the V2K, and it's not, they're not too concerned about it. This guy hasn't stopped and searched his conscience. Like, he went so far as to tell police that I had a weapon. So somebody's death is not a big deal to him. Somebody's death in a situation where they're not doing anything to him is not a big deal. I mean, it's scary. Like, I'm kind of trapped, and, like, I can be as peaceful as I want and try and be quiet. He's still going to say he has to do it. And he's still going to, say he has to get, and then when I get out of this house, he's still going to remotely hit me because he's got to prove that, I'm crazy and that it has nothing to do with this house. So it's a mess. I mean, it's the biggest mess I've ever seen in my life. And I'm not only seeing it and studying it, I'm in the middle of it. I'm the target of this huge thing, this huge mess. And I don't know why people are doing it. I don't understand the thrill of hurting somebody or even psychologically harassing them behind a wall. I think that's cowardly. He doesn't. He thinks it's smart. These people think it's a smart way, but they're making enemies. Like, I'm not somebody who's dangerous, who's coming after them, and they've got to, get me out of here or fight me. They're actually causing violence. They're causing, danger to people, and they just do it. Like, they're not, like, very passionate about this. It's just kind of like, yeah, let's go ahead and burn him down. Yeah, he's crazy or whatever. And they know I'm not crazy. They try and make you crazy because that's the program. They microwave you so you look crazy, and then they say you're crazy, and they cycle it and they cycle it. Even me on this video saying this guy, like, what he's doing is evil, he's gonna say he thinks what we're doing is evil. We've got to murder him. Like, I mean, that's how he's cycling the stuff. God. Like, it's mind-blowing. Like, it's mind-blowing. And it's evil. Like, no, the outcomes are evil. As target individuals, I'm sure y'all have studied this. Like, target individuals commit suicide, or people get hurt, or people attack their neighbors. That's why I'm saying, that's why I made that video yesterday saying, do not attack your neighbors. Do not do that bad stuff. Do not, And then I did it that same day. I kicked the wall. I couldn't help it. I was like, I felt like I was out of control, and I wanted him to stop. I wanted him to stop raping me. because he is raping me. And I was like, I just wanted to kick the wall and, say, stop, and I yelled, and I made a video that said, stay calm. But when you're being burned alive, like your organs are being burned, and you're being burned in your sleep, and your head's being burned, you kind of lose your reason. So he's sitting there comfortably doing this to me, saying I'm dangerous, and he's burning me alive in my sleep, and nobody believes me. Like, nobody believes me, and the people who know about it, they can't really help. Like, there are some good people involved, but it's like they can't do anything. They're trapped too. Like, I want to just get out of here. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to Green Bank, West Virginia. Boom, I'm going to talk to my parents about it either today or tomorrow. And so I'll tell y'all if that if that works or not. I think it will. I think for the remote neural monitoring and microwaves being shot remotely at your head and stuff like that, I think it'll shut it down completely. But I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he's going to get people on the ground, because he knows my plans. Like, he knows what I'm doing. So I have to be smart in a way where it's like, okay, he knows what I'm doing, so I can't hide things and just shut up about it and do it secretly. I've got to be even smarter than that, which, like, I think this area, it's a silent radio silent zone because of the radio telescope, and we're gonna see if that works. I mean, I hate it. Like, I'm gonna probably drive up there to West Virginia. Like, it's gonna be a long drive. My car's really not up to it, but like, it's my life at stake, And I hope that y'all's situations aren't like mine. And I don't know why mine's like that. I don't know if it's because this guy's ex-military. I don't know if it's... I don't think it's because I've made the videos, because it only touches y'all. It only really informs the targeted individuals. Anybody else who looks at it is always kind of, trying to find an argument of why it's not happening. Or how, somebody... Why would they do this? Why wouldn't they just come over and hit you with a baseball bat or shoot you with the taser? And I mean, you can answer that question immediately. Why wouldn't I go over to my neighbor and hit him with a baseball bat? Because I get thrown in jail. And this way, look at what he's done. I mean, like, y'all have seen the videos. You've kind of seen my journey through this. I'm a lot more jaded now, and I'm gonna fight that. I'm gonna fight it with all my heart. I'm gonna trust in God that I'm in this situation for a reason, that He will give me peace, and that I will be able to get out of this and feel comfort, like physical comfort, and get away from extreme danger. But I think we got to play it smart. And I'm not, every situation's different. If you can get equipment and these people don't have enough stuff to hurt you, and you can, neutralize it and live in your house comfortably, and they can't escalate it because you're not, you're cool and collected, do what you think is right, so every situation's different. My guy is just like, he's escalated and escalated. He doesn't have a line, and like, it's gotten to where he's very dangerous now, dangerous not just for me, but dangerous to other people, my family, like, so I just want to get away, because I think that's the smart move. I really don't know, I'm just going to do the best I can do, try and follow my heart. Like, it's a great house. I would love to have raised a family here, gotten a job, taken care of things, like, helped my mom out. I mean, I've helped my mom, but really helped her out and paid rent, and then really, earned this house. It's a great house, a great backyard. It's great for my dog, It's like my parents say that, and it's sad. My dad's like, this is a great house, and they don't believe me, because it's bizarre. It's really bizarre. People don't believe humans can do this until you're in that crux, of it happening to you. But yeah, I'm gonna get away. I mean, that's my plan. They know it. Like, I've waved the white flag months ago, like, saying I'm gonna move out, like, I'm moving away. But then it's like he hits me harder, like, while I'm here, and then he hits me when I leave. So it's like he doesn't want me to leave. He doesn't want me to be able to get away. Like, when I was doing the trailer stuff, which I've said and planning that out. Me and my mom were close. He really laid it on to where it was like splitting my head open. This stuff hurts so bad. And I mean, it's like electromagnetic, it hurts really bad. And like last night, I went to sleep after the cops drawing weapons on me, and it's this really serious thing, and I just tried to lay down and shut my mouth and not say anything. The only thing that I said was like, dude, you win, people are going to get hurt. I don't know why he wouldn't respond to that and be like, all right, turn it off, he's getting out. They kept watching me, they kept microwaving me. He's going to follow me out of here. It seems to be like they're trying to murder people. Like, they're trying to murder people, say they're crazy, and they've got to do this. They've got to murder this person. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how they're not being stopped, or how any kind of police or authority figures could be involved in this knowingly. And maybe they're not. Like, because I have cops caravanning me all morning. I went out and I saw about 7 city police cars. And that could have been because of what happened yesterday. Could have been because this guy's lying about me, saying that this guy needs to be watched. It could be because some of the policemen know about organized gang stalking. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to know, I guess. Like, that's the hard thing. I want to get away from it and live a peaceful life and a normal life, but I understand I'm in the situation now, so people are going to think I'm crazy anyway, so I need to make these videos. We need to get these weapons banned, because cops using these things, ex-military guys using these things, surveilling people in their homes. We've got to get information out to the public that this stuff is going on. It's very dangerous. It's taking all of our rights and our freedoms, and it's killing innocent people who aren't dangerous. So, I mean, I know I guess I'm split in two, because I know I've got to get away, and I've got to, because these guys, it's very painful microwaves to my chest, where, my heart is being damaged, and the stuff gives you cancer, so I've got to get away from it. He's got so much strength. It's like military grade, frequency. So I know I have to get away from it, because I won't be able to survive. And he's brought it up to the next level of actual physical, throwing physical danger at me, calling cops and saying I have a weapon. I know that somebody called the cops and said I had a weapon. I did not have a weapon. I don't own any weapons. The policeman said, "Where's the knife? Where's the knife? Where's the knife?" 5 times. So I know, and I'm pretty sure it was him who called the police and said that I have a weapon. So that's on it. He's burning me, burning my body in my house with these, military frequencies. I've sat there and tried to defend, and I have. It's worked. But then it's he just boosts it. He just boosts that signal. He puts more strength behind the microwaves, and it can go through stuff. It can go through stuff that you're blocking it with. I'd suggest, and if he doesn't stop, I think the thing is, if I go to Green Bank, West Virginia, and they can't hit me remotely, but they can hit me on the ground, I've got plates and stuff that can stop that. That I can stop people around me and stuff like that. The remote stuff is the most dangerous stuff for me, because it's so powerful. I have to put stuff on top of me. I can't just block the sides and then move around my house. I have to actually put stuff on top of me. These cops, I have a lot of aluminum on top of that thing, and I lied my ass off. I was like, yeah, I just do experiments with electromagnetic frequencies. Some people are allergic to it, so I put my computer on the other side of this stuff, and I just kind of test it out, blah, blah, blah. I totally lied. I don't feel bad about that, because if I wouldn't have lied, and I would have said, my neighbor has military equipment that he is shooting me with, because for years I've been, tried to tell cops, hey, look, this guy's doing this, and, I get made fun of. They make fun of me while they throw me in the psychiatric unit. This one cop with the sunglasses was like, the aliens are the aliens hitting you? And this guy is ripping my life to shreds behind his walls, and it's true. It's 100% true. My parents are working, they love me, and they think what they're doing is helping me, but they're actually working against me at this point. I can convince them, I can work it out right, but what my problem through this whole thing is, I've always learn, like, from my parents to tell the truth. And that can never steer you wrong. That's what I've always learned. So even when I smoked pot, which I guess was what these people used to start this off, then they used other stuff and just lied and said I was crazy or whatever. But even with that, I told the truth. Even with that, I wasn't trying to hide it. I knew I wasn't hiding it from anybody. And with this, I started out with, telling the truth about it to police. I'm going to call the police. I'm going to go through the system. People can't murder you in your house. But I've been through so many years of it that the truth in this can really get you in a big bind. Because people will just be like, well, you're mentally ill. This fits schizophrenia. That you think people are out to get you. Nobody has time to even work on this. And these people do it like it's a military operation. Like they want to burn. Like this guy wants to kill me, and that's his goal. And I don't understand that because he said like I want him out of here, and I'm trying to get out of here. But when I try and get out of here, he turns it up. He turns up the heat and tries to hurt me more. Like I've told him, and he knows. I'm like the white flag. Let's everybody peacefully disperse. I'm gonna get out of this neighborhood. But they like it. Like some of these guys, they like it. They're like, yeah, we're gonna burn. Like the police came yesterday, and well, yeah, I won't go into that. But it was very traumatizing. Like I'm not gonna yell or kick the wall again. Definitely. It really doesn't matter at this point, though. The guy, even if I don't kick the wall, he could just call them and say anything. I don't know if he will or not. So I've got to be prepared for that. I got to be prepared for the cops showing up with loaded guns, with me just sitting in there quietly. That's nuts. That's nuts. Like I've been turned into a terrorist. Like I'm an average American kid. I want to help my mom and my dad and help my family and get a job and make money and have a house and a dog. I want so many regular things in life. I've finished my book. I mean, I'm an artist too, but I want regular things. I don't want anything weird. I don't want to hurt people. I want to study the world. Like I don't see how this guy, and he has. Like we've got to be thinking about that because I'm not crazy. I'm an intelligent young man. Like, I've always been told to tell the truth. I'm religious. Like, and this guy has made it so people are actually attacking me, driving around with one light. Some people probably think that I'm a terrorist, that I'm, like, planning to bomb something. I don't know. I don't know what this guy has done. I mean, it seems like everything he does is a lie. It seems like the whole thing is a lie. But it's even worse. It's like murder of American citizens while they're lying and defaming you and making you seem crazy. And just, it's like this escalated thing, and it keeps getting more and more escalated. That's what this guy has done. And I don't know if that's every situation. You've got to gauge your own situation. Maybe the video... I've made a lot of videos, and I'm going to get 20,000 views probably by the end of next month. And I think that's maybe a threat. Because they don't want this to end. But I can't imagine. I think it's just because of the nature of the guy why mine has been so bad. I don't think it's because of the videos. So don't be scared to make videos, definitely. And it may actually, like, I don't know. I guess it's uncharted territory, so it's hard to know what's going to happen. You got to gauge your own situation. If you need to get out because you're being hurt and murdered, and you want to go shoot your neighbor, don't do that. It won't help us at all. It'll be covered up. It'll, like the Navy Yard shooter was specifically putting, like, this is my ELF weapon. Like I think he shot a bunch of innocent people too. It's bad. It's bad. Don't do that. It's not gonna fix anything. They'll just win. The other people doing it to people will just win. It will just give them a greater cause. They'll be like, see, this is what this guy, I mean, he would be like, see, that's why we were doing it. That's why we're microwaving him, because he had that in him. So they'll make up anything. So it's not going to help us. You got to be peaceful. And if you've got to escape, you've got to escape. We've got to get the information out. We've got to do this the right way. These people are very dangerous, and they seem to cycle things. Like, even if you want to just defend your life or something, don't. Like, I don't know. It depends on your situation. If you've got cops, like, this is what I was saying. If you've got cops who believe you and are like, okay, or military that believes you, and I don't think this will ever be the situation, who will do a raid on the person's house. Like, and you've got professionals that will help you to be like, okay, let's, this guy's got microwave weapons, and we've got the frequency. Like, I don't know the situations that y'all are all in. If you have proof or stuff like that, and you have policemen, like, on your side, that's a different story. You can get them to help you, whatever. But in my situation, like, I'm alone in my house. My parents don't even believe me. This guy's hit me with heavy, heavy military frequencies that hurt, like, burn my chest. And, while I'm sleeping, he's got, the people on the other side who, they're complicit in it. I don't know them, so I'm not going to judge them. They may think I'm an evil guy. This guy's ex-military, may have convinced them. I don't know. Because it's all shadow play. It's all inside people's houses. They think it's intelligent. They don't think it's cowardly. And they'll ramp it up and escalate because they know they're not going to get caught. And that seems to be the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter that, like, that I'm a good guy and that if they left me alone, everybody'd be safe and at peace and everybody'd be comfortable. Like, that doesn't seem to matter at all. They want to do this stuff. For some reason, they want to do this stuff. And I don't know if they're getting something. I don't know if they just like it. They like power over somebody, surveilling them. It seems sick and something grotesque to me, something I would never work on in my life. Because like I said, I want normal things in life. This is not normal. This is bizarre, watching somebody in their house, and he's trying to make it normal. Like, he's trying to make it like, oh, yeah, we've got to watch this guy, we've got to do this, we've got to murder him. And it's just, he's trying to make it like a normal thing. And I guess that's the thing about war. You kind of make something horrible and grotesque just normal, because if he's like, wow, this is really evil what I'm doing, people will be like, well, why are you doing it? That's stupid, So he's got to make it seem like, oh, well, yeah, these frequencies, we're just trying to get him out of his house, his private home, just acts like it's just a normal way of life and it's just a new thing. We've got to stop that. So I guess don't attack your neighbors. Definitely, I've never attacked this guy. The biggest thing I've done, and I'll be honest, is kick the wall and said, "Stop it, you Nazi pig! You're Nazi. Stop killing me in my home." But since he's hiding in his house and he's making it look like he's not doing anything, that's a big thing. That's somebody yelling at nothing. When cops get here, that's somebody just being crazy. I'm a crazy guy. They had, these were guns. They didn't have safeties on them. They were pistols. They weren't tasers. They didn't have tasers. They had guns drawn on me, ready to shoot me, because this guy told them I had a weapon. That's serious. Like, I'm getting out of this house. My situation, I've gauged it before, and I want it to get out of here. I've talked to my mom. I want to get a trailer. I want to move to another state. I want to get away from these people. This stuff is violent. There are kids in this neighborhood. They're putting poison in my yard. Like, I smell it. It's like burning hamburgers when nobody's barbecuing, and kids will ride by on their bikes, like, while the poison's in my yard. So it's like they're toxifying and poisoning kids, and they don't care. He doesn't care. My dog, like, I went up to her this morning, and she's like, she'll go in the back room, and I'll be sleeping in my little fortress or whatever, and her heart was beating so fast, and she was having trouble breathing. She was like, and that's how I feel. They'll hit me in the chest, and I'll be like, and it's not an anxiety attack. It's like painful, like burning and like pressure to your body from an external source, and you're like, because it's kind of crushing you inward and burning you. And I see her, and she must feel it. She's more sensitive to it than me. And like the ELF that I can't hear that hurts my body, she's more sensitive to that. And she was like, I walked up to her this morning. She's not wagging her tail. Her eyes are dilated. And she's like, And I started just crying. It was 5 in the morning, they're still doing it, and I started crying because it's my dog being killed. And then I heard on the microwave hearing, I don't know which side it was, and it was like, yeah, see, look, he's crazy, he's crying. It's like it's a big black hole. And like, don't gauge your situation. Don't let me control your situation, because this is all different. It's all different people doing it. Just like I said, which was really funny. One of the comments was like, "This is all obese women and feminized men." That made me laugh. Have a sense of humor about it. Like, I watched some comedy movies yesterday, and it got my mind off of it, and I just laughed. But it's like, even that stuff they take the joy out of it, because the V2K is on all the time, and it's like, I'll laugh at a movie or something. I'll just be in there laughing at something that's hilarious. And these people, like, their whole lives is like having surveillance equipment on you, watching you naked and shooting microwaves at your testicles and your head. So it's like, funny movies mean nothing to them. They're trying to use anything that you're doing to funnel it into, we need to murder this guy, this is a mission, or whatever they're thinking. I can't even go there. I try and understand it, but this guy will go so far. He had cops pointing weapons. That was not me, because I yell. Maybe some people could hear me yelling, but like, saying that I had a weapon, like, that is, cops will come at you with loaded weapons, because they're trying to be safe. They're trying to be safe, and I don't own weapons. I don't own any weapons, so, and I wasn't outside at all, so it doesn't make sense that somebody would have called and said I had a weapon. All right, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Don't give up. Don't give up. Gauge your own situation. People in other countries, I'll even let you know about this Green Bank, West Virginia. It's a very low population little town with, I think 13,000 square miles is big. My mom says it's small, but I don't care. Like, I'm going there now as soon as possible, as soon as my parents can, like, help me to even get up there. And I've got job opportunities. I'm trying to do it before that goes through here, so I can know and maybe move up there permanently. Not permanently my whole life, because that may not be necessary, just until these weapons are banned, or people figure it out, or we can get the information out, or this guy, because what's happened is I've sat in this house for 2.5 years, so this guy has piled up the weapons. At first it was just high-pitched sound emitters, and he's added to it and added to the arsenal, and kept building it up, because he's comfortable in his house, doing this with impunity, just building it up, and I'm sitting here fighting for my life, time's running out for me. So it's that kind of, that's where they get you. They get you because you're like, wow, I'm being murdered, I've got to figure this out, I've got to get to a safe place, this is crazy, and he's comfortable. I don't see how he's comfortable even doing this and being physically comfortable. I can't imagine doing this to a human being and being comfortable with it. Like, he's very comfortable. He's comfortable about lying about me. He'd be comfortable if I got murdered, and I didn't do anything to him or his family. Don't understand it at all. And, like, I try to, and it gets me in trouble because, like, just talking about that, like, talking like this on a video, like, they're surveilling me, and he'll be like, oh, see, he thinks I'm crazy, we've got to murder him. So it's insane. It's complete insanity. I want away from it. I want to get away from it and live in peace, and have, work on some of my dreams, like just finishing my fantasy book, just living a normal life. This is nuts. It's so much danger, and it's like, people are okay with it. Like, and that's why people don't believe you, because they can't imagine that people would go this far or be like this. And I think that's part of the thrill for a lot of these people. They're like, we can do anything to this guy. We can do anything to him, and we're not getting caught, and he'll look bad. And I think that's part of the, wow. See, I don't want to even go there. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand why a person would put work into something like this. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get on out of here. It's hurting my parents and my family. But I don't know. It's like my parents could come at me and be like, we need to go ahead and send you to the psychiatric unit again. Like, I'm a target by even people who want to help me, in a certain way. And it's not their fault at all. They love me. That's how confusing this stuff gets. I just can't imagine human beings like that, and that's why you can't get help, because nobody can. And at the beginning of this, I told my neurologist about it, and that's when it was just high-pitched sound emitters, just the EHF. And he's like, you sound like you're not crazy. He said, and this was maybe the most striking medical personnel to talk to me. He's like, you don't seem like you're crazy. You don't sound like you're crazy. You seem rational when you're talking about this. But he's like, I just can't imagine somebody, a human being that cruel, especially in America. Like, he was like, I just can't. He's like, I can't go there. He's like, you don't sound like you're making this. You sound like you're talking about it intelligently. But he's like, I just can't imagine a human being this cruel. And so I think that's where we're going to have our barriers. So we can't really convince people of the cruelty of these people, because people just can't even believe that, and they're hiding it and everything. So we've got to convince people these weapons exist, that people are doing it for some reason, and maybe not focus on how cruel they are, but that they're misguided, and this is like a crazy type of thing, and come at it from different angles. Like, I'm going to keep coming at it from different angles. That's how I'm built. That's how my mom's built. When she finds a problem, she'll just keep coming at it from different angles, trying to figure stuff out, and she'll eventually get there. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep hoping. I have a lot of faith. I have a lot of faith in humanity, because there was a woman cop here yesterday, and she was a kind person. She really wanted to know the truth, and she was worried about me. And it's like there are those people everywhere, and we've got to figure out just how to connect it. You got to work the problem. It gets hard, because even right now, like, I've been sitting in this car. You sit in one place, and they're hitting me in the chest and in the upper stomach, and it burns. It's like pressure and burning, like, while I'm doing this video. And it's kind of like I'll start, like, trying to catch my breath. And it hurts. I mean, it's hurt. And when they put it on you all the time, it really, it can just be devastating. You can have a whole night and pass out to go to sleep, and your body's being damaged while you're unconscious and asleep. And I've seen the videos of people, sleeping, and they'll shake. I mean, I'm thankful that I've got defenses up enough to where it's like burning and it hurts and it's sore, but it's, I think I can get through it. I've gotten through Crohn's disease, and sometimes I'm like, man, it's like I've been through so much. Been through Crohn's disease, getting my stomach cut open, a foot of colon taken out. I've had challenges head on, and my family's been through a lot of stuff. Just like every family, but I was like, why would God do something like this to me? Because this was not me doing something to somebody. This was, like, we all get into little fights or whatever, or some people, people don't like each other or whatever, but, like, I've never done something to somebody, like, coming after them and trying to hurt people. Like, I've never done that stuff. Never. And so I'm just like, this was very unlucky, because I think a small percentage of us are attacked. You don't really know, because some of the people who this happens to, they say that it's just EMF sensitivity or allergic reaction to it. Like, they don't even know they're being attacked. And that's, you can't gauge how many people are doing this to other human beings. So, I mean, that's another thing. It's like, we got to work on, like, how many people this is happening to. We've got to get information. I think OSI probably has a census. So OSI is like a good organization for us all to connect to and they can get a census of how many people this is happening to. And I think you can probably even do it anonymously, if you don't want people to know about this, because I know, like, career people, it's like, this will fuck your life, this will fuck your life. In so many ways. It'll hurt you physically, and then they'll torture you all the time. Plus, if you tell anybody, you're more of a target by people who are trying to help you. One weird thing that I've heard from people who are trying to help me, like my friend and my post-traumatic stress counselors, they're like, it's fear. It's fear. And this guy's really shooting me with military frequencies. It hurts real bad. And it's like, I don't understand that part of the psychology of like pain can be caught, like you could just fear so much or be so anxious, and like there are types of schizophrenias where you can be so schizophrenic that you feel pain, that you have anxiety attacks where you feel pain in your arms and your heart and stuff like that. That's another huge challenge, because these people are doing something. It's invisible microwave radiation, so people can play it off. Like, you could say, like, I mean, just like, if anything is out of the norm, you can really say that somebody's crazy on anything. Even if they're talking intelligently, because, like, I guess our psychiatric profession is built that way. It judges norms. So normal people who think like this and this and this normal, that's judged, they're normal. But if something's even out of the ordinary, bizarre, even if people are really doing it to you, or stalking you or something, it's put into this bucket of, people aren't following you. Nobody would do that, Everybody's just minding their own business. That's not true. This is not true at all. There are bizarre people out there who love hurting people. They love hurting people. And I hate it that the world's like that, but we got to get our heads out of our asses. We got to get, like, good people who want to do good. We've got to get our heads out of our asses. I'm sorry to say it like this, but I want to really, express it. Like, we got to get our heads out of our asses, because there are people who are manipulative. They want to hurt people. They have weird, bizarre beliefs. And good people, like, I know we want to have our jobs and help our families, and that's what we want to do. But, I mean, I'm a non-dangerous person. Like, I was a non-dangerous person. Like, because I'm being made to look dangerous. No, I'm a non-dangerous, peaceful person. And, like, this is like, people could just come to my door and shoot me in the head, and I think they could get away with it. They've destroyed my life, and they've spent so much time on it. And that's what somebody with schizophrenia would also say. So these people are so evil that they use stuff like that, like how things are put into place and what people would believe that you, like, if you're like, people are following me, or they're putting one light on to show that, they're stalking me or something. That's what a schizophrenic person would say. But now there's actually technology that exists, and people who are like, yeah, we can do anything to this guy and he'll look crazy. I know they exist because I'm the target of them. And I'm not stupid, I'm not retarded, I'm not crazy. Yeah, I probably am. I'm probably more paranoid than the average person by now. Like, I think all targeted individuals are probably more paranoid than the individual person. But that's a natural effect of people really doing stuff to you. And you get paranoid. And you're like, people are gonna, they're gonna come out with one light on or whatever. And this guy's gonna shoot me with my... So you get paranoid. You're like, where is it gonna come from next? And that's a normal human reaction. So, I mean, I think everybody's got to get their heads out of their asses, or we're all in trouble. Like, because these guys will be able to use our laws that are trying to protect us to murder us and to get away with it. And that's what this guy is totally... I mean, I don't see it as a victory. I don't see how any human man would see something like this as a victory, because it puts a lot of people in danger. It's bizarre. It's ritualistic murder. Like, I mean, I see how he tries to twist it. He'll twist it, and it's like, this guy's dangerous. He's the terrorist, and I'm just, taking him out or whatever. So I see how he twists it, but it's not true at all. It's not true at all. He's lying. Don't know why he'd want to do that, but he's definitely, and what I was saying is I don't see how anybody would see this as a victory or whatever, but I want to I don't know, I want to give him what he wants to the extent of me not dying and get away from him, because he's a psychopath and he likes to destroy things, so I don't want to be destroyed, so I want to get away from him. That's all I've always heard about psychopaths. You just want to get away from them, because it's like I could try and try and catch him on this, and I really, I wish that it was an easier route, and I've tried for years, because it would help our cause if police did believe me, and this was settled out in a legal way. It would help our cause, but at this point, I'm smart enough in my situation, and I'm not saying this is all y'all's situation. Some of y'all may have cop friends who know about this stuff and know about the weapons in their department. Dude, don't use that and fight for good. Don't put yourself at risk where you're going to be harmed, or that you're going to have to do something that people will think you're crazy, or killing somebody for no reason. Just don't do anything stupid. And I don't know your situation, but if you have cops backing you up, or even, well, I guess you couldn't do that with military on American soil. This guy sure can. He's not even in the military, and he's killing people in their homes and getting away with it. But he's a criminal. It's illegal what he's doing. He can act like it's all right all day long. It's still illegal. He's still a criminal. He's still a murderer. That's not like it's gonna help me any, because he'll lie about it and whatever. But I'm just saying, let's be smart about it. I think these videos are the smartest thing I can do. They still may get me in trouble, because the more I talk about it and get information out, and I have a lot of views, that's great. And I'm not bragging or saying, oh man, I'm so awesome. It's y'all. It's y'all that would support me, and watch my videos. And I think I want to be a person who's getting that support. And yeah, there have been negative comments by my actual stalkers. I think they gave it up a while. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to all the comments like I should. But I think it was just I wasn't responding to them, and it wasn't working. It was actually hurting them, because they gave themselves, oh man. I haven't really done that as much as I should have, because they really gave away a lot of information where nobody would know it except somebody surveilling me on those YouTube comments. I don't know. That's neither here or there, though, and I will keep y'all updated. I love making the videos. It kind of gives me some kind of outlet. I don't love making them, because I'd rather live a normal life, but on the other hand, this has to be fixed in our society, in our world. People are killing each other in their private homes and surveilling them. It's disgusting. It's evil. It can't be the regular way people live. And that's the scary thing. This guy he's trying to make it a regular thing. We can do this as guy. It's okay. We're protected and stuff like that. So that's a really dangerous thing, where it's these people are, and I don't know, my situation's different. I know there are a lot of creep balls who, they're doing it to young girls, and they're doing it to women with children, and they really hide more. This guy's actually had to, he has normal people around him, so it's been done in a different way, where he's shifting it and making me the bad guy. So I think it's always different, these stalking experiences, and they're always bizarre, but always, different, with different spins on them. But basically, the same equipment, the same goals, I guess, to kill people, or to chase them for their whole lives, through the country. And I think it used to be not as bad. I think it used to be they could hit you in your house, but they didn't have surveillance that could go countrywide or worldwide. I've even heard it's worldwide. And I think now it's they can go across state lines, and it's a big enough whatever organization that has decided to do this. They can get people in different states, remotely hit you, And you got to think about it. It's a wireless signal. So how far can a wireless signal travel? But we're gonna see about all this, and I'll definitely have some information about Green Bank, West Virginia. It keeps just sounding better and better to me, and I really have no choice. It's not like something that I'm like, well, I may decide to go up there. It's like I'm not desperate, because I'm not gonna go over and kill anybody at my neighbor's house. You know, if anything happens, it's really bad. I'll just die from the microwaves, I guess. I don't think so. I mean, I don't think that'll happen. But I don't have a choice, is what I'm saying. I don't have a choice to leave here, because I'm desperate in that way, that I need to get away from the pain and have a little bit of reprieve, so I can think about what I'm going to do with my life, how I'm going to get away from these people, because it's so big. It's just escalated to the point where it's like I don't even know if I could get a job in the city where they wouldn't sabotage it and try and screw me over. I don't know where this stuff comes from. I don't know why these people would want to spend time. I just don't get it. And that's why, like, even me being a target of it, like, I mean, I understand. I understand why, authority figures, psychiatrists and stuff, they don't believe us. Like, I completely understand. And some of them I think do. Like, I think I've talked about it in a certain way where it's like they're confused and they're split. They're like, this can't be happening, but he doesn't sound insane. So it's like I'm actually, and that's a bad thing. I think I'm actually hurting good people by just telling them about this. Because it's like they're split. They're like, this guy's not insane. He sounds like he knows what he's talking about. He studied it. So, like, could this be true? Why would this guy be doing this to him? And then on the other side, they're like, no, he's probably schizophrenic or just having anxiety attacks. You know, my post-traumatic stress counselor really harps on that a lot. She's a great person. She wants to help me. But she really harps on the anxiety attacks, that if you have a strong enough anxiety attack, that it can create the symptoms that you'd feel from these actual microwave waves hitting you. Alright, the sun's in my face now, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the video. I'll be putting out a lot more, because I'm going to be trying to get away from these people and telling y'all if I can. I think the only information that I'm going to be putting out, and this is sad for me, because I have tried through the years to talk to psychiatrists about it, and police, and really try and get help. I think my biggest, the failure that I had now that I wish I would have worked harder on, is the morning that the young man across a catty corner came out with a shotgun while I was doing one of my videos. And one police car came, and, I was sitting outside, and I was like, yeah, we need to question him. He had a shotgun. I showed him, I had a video of it, and I think I have that video on YouTube. But then another cop car showed up, and it wasn't somebody that I think the first cop had planned on coming, and they ended up not questioning the guy. And I think that would have stopped it. If there was that on record, that some guy came out into the neighborhood with a loaded shotgun, I think it would have made a little bit of traction for me. But I think that got covered up. And right after that got covered up, that's when I got put into the psychiatric unit. So it was like then they really started on me. So it was like that was a time when I think I had something there, which I could have, that could have saved me maybe, which I'm very disappointed. I walked into the house and trusted that the police officers would question him. And in this, it's really like all bets are off in this gang stalking. It's like you've got to, like, if you got a police officer there, somebody does something weird that you see, or does something to you, you need to make sure, you need to be with those police officers and be like, can I go with you while we question him? Or can I watch you question him? It's very important. You need to stay on it. Like, I just went inside thinking it would just get done, and it didn't get done. They drove off, and they didn't even, that wasn't even reported, and that's it's so suspect and so awful. And then after that, it was like, then I got put in the psychiatric unit, and then I was kind of backtracking, because they had gotten me, they'd pushed me so far back in the psychiatric unit. I won't go back. I won't go into all that. I'll be making videos my whole life probably about this. I don't know, maybe not. If I get out of it, I may make some final videos, wrap it up, and then just live a normal life, and actually just, contact OSI, stay in touch with y'all. I really do, like, in my heart and in the future, and I guess I don't want to jump so far ahead, but because of the like evil nature of this and how it's destroyed my life, I'm excited about Green Bank, Virginia. I'm just excited about it, and that radio telescope is not going to be torn down anytime soon. And I'm just excited about that for us because it's such a small town. It's just like maybe targeted individuals, we could go there and create like a life for ourselves, and these people couldn't get us, and it would make an impact. I don't know, somehow. I don't know. I don't know. But it's exciting. It excites me, and I'm going there. Like, I'm going there. If I have to drive there, maybe my parents will help me get a flight there. Maybe when I talk to them about this, they'll be like, no, we've set it up, and the mental people will be there throwing me in the psychiatric unit. But I'm joking about that. They definitely wouldn't do that. But it's a good thing, and I think anybody in America, or even if you're around West Virginia, to try and get there just go there for 2 weeks. If there's a hotel or something, I think it'd be worth it because it'd be psychiatric care, medical care for this stuff, and it wouldn't be expensive. Like, I went to, the psychiatric unit. They kept me in there. They wouldn't let me out, and now I have a $24,000 bill, and they forced me in there. I'm going to fight the bill because I'm not crazy. Like, I was forced in there. Like, I had a city official trick me in there, and I think his position and everything about him, I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm not going to go into that. Okay, this video is going on a long time, but I like talking to y'all. I like making the videos. I hope I'm helping some of you guys. I don't know. I'm just trying to tell the truth. I know some of the stuff I'm saying is probably like making some of y'all crestfallen, because I'm getting out of the house, I'm not giving up. Like, I'm not giving up on life. I'm not giving up on fighting this stuff. But it's useless for me to stay in this house and keep getting hit by these microwaves. There's no victory in it. I'm not even fighting this guy. He's hiding in his house and using our laws. Like, so I don't understand. It's not even, like, I guess I've said that during it. I'm like, well, I'm not, I'm going to fight this and defend my home and stuff like that. But it gets to a point where people are in danger and there's no winning. I'm not like this guy. I won't do anything to win. I didn't even want it to happen, I wasn't even involved when they picked me as the target. So, like, I want to get away from it. Living a normal life and being happy and help my family, that would be winning for me. To this guy, I have no idea what victory is. I have no idea what cause he's fighting for. It's not peace. It's definitely not peace. That's what I want to fight for. So I think there will be peace if I try and get away and go up there and let y'all know if that works. I think that'll be fighting for peace. I'll fight for peace. Getting into it with this guy, like I said a million times, is like, for me, it's like a tar octopus. Anything I do that would be confronting him or even talking to him about it, he would just pull me in, and I'd get in trouble and stuff like that. So, it's not. And like, I was talking to one of the policemen. I'll wrap it up here. I was talking to one of the policemen yesterday, and I was like, yeah, and I'm trying to get a frequency detector. And he was like, oh, is that like a Ghostbuster detector or something like that? And this guy just completely made fun of me, about everything. And it's just like, there are going to be some people like that. Then there's going to be some people that try and understand it. So we've got to navigate our way through this. It's so new, I guess. It's been going on. Well, it's been going on for many years. But now the technology is such that it's an even harder fight. It's uncharted territory. It's uncharted territory for this guy who's doing it to me, from a very bad angle. Like, he's a pioneer, and evil, I think. I mean, evil has evolved like this. Like, he's an evil pioneer. To me, to him, who knows? Who knows? I can't judge it. I'm not there. I'm just not in that spot. And never would ever want to be in that spot. Just couldn't imagine thinking like that. I can't. Alright, guys. God bless you. I think God has blessed me a lot more than I think or say or talk about. Definitely probably yesterday, those guys, they looked like they wanted to shoot me. Where's the knife? Where's the knife? Where's the knife? So I'm alive, and I'm happy to be alive. Like, I'm gonna put that video before this video that I made that morning. I'm gonna put that up, and I'm gonna preface it so you can just see how ridiculous that happened after I made a video like I did, because it was talking about not doing that stuff so you don't have that stuff happening. And then I just went ahead, like, you get hurt so bad that you're not thinking, and you're trying to get this guy off you, and I'm just like, stop, stop, you're a murderer, you're murdering me, because he is. But that's, I mean, he likes that. It's like, oh, he's yelling, I'm quiet in my house while I'm murdering him, so he's in a different position. It's crazy stuff, but let's navigate it. Let's do our best. I'll do my best till the day I die. They may follow me till the day I die. That may be part of the program. I have no idea how crazy this stuff is. It's like I said, it's all uncharted territory. They're getting new technology to torture people with, and I don't know how people are torturing American citizens in their private homes. I don't know how that's happening, and people are getting away with it, and the people they're torturing are being, dressed up as crazy or dangerous. I mean, I guess it's happened without this technology. A neighborhood can do it to somebody even without technology. It can mess with their vehicle or make them sound crazy and chase them out of a neighborhood or whatever without the technology. But this is like so invasive, and it's 24-hour-a-day rape of your life. It's like surveilling you in your house, and like that's all they do, like that. And he probably gets people to switch off with him and do it a little bit, and he'll go rest or whatever. But it's a 24-hour-a-day surveillance while you're on the toilet and stuff like that. And there are definitely, like, I'll get comments from like 17-year-old girls, 20-year-old girls, like, the one that really hurts me, like, in my heart, and I don't remember her name, but she was like, how do you get them to stop looking at you? How do you get them to stop watching you? How do you, because it's so, like, weird. You as a person, like, you feel it. You feel people watching you. Like, just like the example I gave, and it's kind of it's a small example, but me and my dog will be sitting there. I'll look at her, and she'll automatically, instinctively look back at me. She doesn't see me looking at her, she feels me looking at her. And that's on an instinctual level as people, and it's not comfortable. It doesn't make us feel comfortable being watched when you're naked. It's weird and bizarre. It makes you feel weird. And I can't imagine the young women who go through this with guys. I don't know if they're like these people. This is a different situation because I'm like 33-year-old man, so they can twist it a certain way. I don't know how these guys get away with doing it to young women. I guess they'd have to be a lot more secretive than this guy. I can't imagine y'all situations. I can't imagine how invasive and how I'm very that hurts me the most. A lot. Well, I guess everything about this just hurts me the most. But we'll get there. We'll definitely get there. We'll figure it out. Uncharted territory, but we're pioneers too. They're pioneers. We're pioneers. And we just got to figure it out, because I think we're getting close to these weapons being banned. I think that's going to be our best chance. I don't think we're going to get a lot of police finding these things in raids or anything. I have a feeling And if you had a chance at that, and you got a police that believes you, and you have a frequency detector, and you can prove this stuff, I just haven't found a good way to prove it, and I don't have money to buy these frequency detectors. Like, this guy's made sure that I can't work, and I can't get a lot of money. You know, I've spent thousands of dollars on all this junk to just protect me. And that's part of it. They want to drain you financially so you look even crazier, can't pay your bills, can't protect yourself. I can't even pay my bills. I'm going to have to go talk to my parents about helping me with my bills, you know. But anyway, I still have hope. I will have a normal life. Or whatever. If this is normal now, we've got to fight this. It's definitely something we've got to fight. So maybe this is like, the new normal. People going crazy. And we've got to just step up in the right way. In the right way. Kicking the wall is not the right thing to do. It was so much pain. It's murder pain. It's not like some guy giving you electrical shocks or whatever. It's like murder pain. And it's all the time. So, I don't feel bad about yelling or kicking a wall, but he can make me look crazy. He can make me look crazy. And he went a step further. And, I know that he will go further and he doesn't have a line that he won't cross. I understand that. But then he'll do the stuff, the stuff that he's crossing that line, and it'll surprise me. Because I'm just my mind can't even go there. So, telling a policeman that I have a knife while I'm in a house, nobody can see me in the house, and then them showing up and saying, where's the knife? I mean, that is a lie on a level of somebody could have died. And I understood that he's going to keep escalating it, and it's like a war, and he doesn't care people die, but I thought it was a certain way, and then he goes to the next level, and I'm just wow, oh my God, who could do that, and just be okay with it. So it's surprising, the stuff that he does, not that he would do it, not how far, I know he'll go further and further, but the things that he does, they are, he knows how to lie and to make danger for somebody. He's or I guess he's learning as he goes along. He's he has military training, so I don't have military training. Don't want military training, don't want to fight anybody. I want to fight people in the right. I want to study things and help cancer patients, and that's the way I want to fight my life. I watch superhero movies, but I don't think that I'm Thor and I'm going to go out and fight a rock monster or anything, I want to make that very clear. The way you fight in life is you help your family and you research things and you try and further humanity. And I would understand, this guy, if somebody was coming at him with a knife or something or a gun, I'd get it that he would need to defend his family. I'd understand that. And that sucks. And that stuff happens in the world. But I am in my house. And I don't want to have anything to do with their family. I hate saying that. That sounds like I'm mean or something. At this point, I don't want to have anything to do with their family. If we were good neighbors or whatever, his family's cool, his wife's cool, he's got kids, he even, when we talked, seemed oh my God, I don't know how there could be a person like that. There are people like that. But anyway, okay, I'm going to stop the video. I love you guys. God bless you. Keep fighting. Keep hope. God will lead us through this. Jesus Christ will lead us. So I'm going to end it in a prayer. God, just help all of us targeted individuals today to find peace, physical peace, spiritual peace. Help us not to react to our victimizers, our murderers. Help us not to react to them so we don't get in trouble. Put it in our minds and our hearts the right thing to do for our situation. No matter how our situation is, the right way to find peace and to fight for peace. To fight for peace, definitely. Put it all in our hearts, what you want us to do with this. And help us to get there. Help us to fight in the right ways, and just help us to come together and help each other, and to find, to fight for our dreams, and to to really find our place in the world that we want. Help us this not to destroy us, and take our life and make it so that we can't fix things, that we can't help our families. Just please help us in this time of need. And for your will, for your glory, do this. For your glory, use this stuff. In Jesus' name, by the blood of Jesus, amen. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. I love you guys. This will come out good. Like, my situation's so horrible, but even in this, I know there's hope. And I think God sees how much I'm struggling here. And then I talked to my friend who's very religious, and we prayed about it. And then it's like, I went on YouTube and I was just looking through it in Green Bank, West Virginia, and I started studying it. And I think I'm getting a big, like, hey, this is what you need to do from God. So in your situation, pray about it and, like, find your direction on that. Don't give in to anger. Like, and I've given in to anger. Like, I hate this guy, and I've said things that, I can't take back and that I don't even feel bad about. Like, because he's so evil. He's destroyed my life, and he's trying to murder me. Like, I mean, the insults that I've said to him, they don't even affect him. He doesn't care. He's murdering me. He wins the evil fight or whatever. But it doesn't help me. It doesn't help me at all. And, like, hey, I make these videos, say that, and then it'll hurt me enough to where my humanity, will slip out, and I really hate him, and I'll bang on a wall, like I did yesterday, and I got into a lot of trouble. It could have been way worse. Oh my God. It's not funny, but it could have been I could have lost my life. Like, like, somebody told them I had a weapon. I was in my house. Like, nobody was, like, I wasn't outside, and people were looking through their windows. I didn't have a weapon anyway, and so this guy told them, I don't know how I can use that, because, like, the police tried to keep it anonymous, who had called, because they don't want, they're like, well, if this guy's crazy, we don't want him attacking the person who called us, so they do things a certain way. But I'm sure it was this, this guy, over there. But anyway, alright, God bless you guys. I love you. We will find a way through this, uncharted territory where no man has gone before, and we'll get through it. We'll get through it. I'll let y'all know. I'll let y'all know what I'm gonna do and make some videos. And I hope your situation is going good. Love you guys. I'll see y'all in the next video.